Right, hello everybody, English Woodsman here. Welcome you to the channel. Most so thank you very much for clicking on my video. Now this is a last minute camp. Scott, known as Oscar Outdoors, messaged me about an hour ago saying, do you fancy going out tonight? It's going to be a cold one. And I was like, you know what, let's pack a bag and let's get out. What, Mrs. is taking out Christmas decorations down. Anyway, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know yesterday I did a video on the OEX Evolution Lynx 2 lightweight tent, and through the night we're going to get wind, we're going to get rain apparently, maybe sleet and snow. And in the comments of my previous video, a few people a little bit disheartened, but we're on a 3000 hydrostatic head. So you know what, it's going to be the perfect weather to test it. But just imagine 3000 hydrostatic head. That is like 3 meters tube filled up with water, pushing down on a little tube surface on top of the tent. I don't think it'd leak, but you know what, like I've just said, the rain, the wind, hopefully sleet and snow, maybe a little bit of snow, will put this tent to the test. So I'm going to set it up and I'll bring you back to show it. Right, so there's the inner of the tent set up. Summer camping, that'll be alright, that, probably the tarp over it. You've got Scott's lighting background. There's Scott, you can see him walking through a little bit. Right, let's get the fly sheet on. Right people, that's the tent set up. About 15 minutes. What I do wish OEX had stopped doing is putting these reflectors all over stuff. And the reflecting paracord. Take that off. I don't think there's really any need for it. Alright, someone's going to say, well, if you're walking around with a torch, you want to see them. I get that. But when you're around your own tent, you should know where things are. Yes, look at that. I really am looking forward to taking this up into hills and places like that next year. Right, so this air mat that I use, it's the double-sided one. If you're a regular, viewer at my channel, you'll know I've used it quite a lot in a lot of my videos. And I'm not sure of the rating, with cold ground. So I were out today and I saw one of these in my local B&M stores for £5. Camping roll mat insulated. I'd say it's more like a yoga mat. But we'll go with camping mat anyway. It sounds a little bit more manly, doesn't it? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this under the air mat and hopefully, well, it should do, reflect my body heat so I don't lose or don't gain any cold through the ground. Nice and shiny, isn't it? I think it'll work brilliant. Right, let's get it in place. Right, so I know people are always interested in the sleeping bag that I'm using. I'm using my OEX Down Evolution EV 900 sleeping bag. We are getting to -2, possibly -3. So I thought, OEX tent, let's bring an OEX sleeping bag out as well. Now, what do you think about me showing you my equipment that I use? Does it interest you, or do you just think it's absolute nonsense and I'm wasting my time and it makes you want to click off watching my video? Are you interested in me showing you what I use? When this puffs up, it's about that thick. It's absolutely amazing. Let's get that in there as well, eh? Right, so that's the sleeping bag, the air mat and my trusty camping puller. But yeah, look how it's fluffing up already at the bottom. In time, that'll all fluff up and it'll be absolutely perfect. But yeah, plenty of room on the other side for all my equipment and stuff. Just a rucksack, my food, a few snacks for fruit night. And I've got that silver foil just under there. Well, yoga mat. Yoga mat. Camping mat. Just underneath. Right, so the temperature is dropping now and it's getting cold, so I'm going to have a little bit of a fire in this stove. If you haven't seen it, there is a playlist on my YouTube channel of all the different wood burning stoves that I buy, just basically to review them. And I'll give them a test, show you how they go. Most of them end up staying in my studio, and I don't really use them, but this one does actually seem to come out quite a lot with me. I think it's because it's got such a, you know, a good opening at the front and you can see the grill. So if you're not cooking any food, you're just using it for, you know, to keep fire in it. You can stick it in from both directions. Right, I'll get it lit and I'll bring you back. Right, so the fire's starting now. You know, in a few of the videos people were complaining that, you know, I didn't show you around. But when it gets dark at 5, it is a bit hard to start walking around and showing you stuff, especially when you have, you know, a little light on your phone, or maybe, you know, if you're using a torch, because your phone sort of try to balance the light then, don't they? And you get a lot of where the camera's jumping a lot. So I don't really like to try do that. If I will in the morning, I'll show you around this little woodland. But if you subscribe to my channel already, you'll know where I am. It's my little permission where me, Scott and Mick can come. It's not a very big woodland, but it's a nice little spot to get out to. I'll tell you what, I feel a little bit of heat on my hands. It's really nice feeling. It's dropped to -1 already, and it's only about 7, I think. So temperature is dropping. But this is winter camping, and this is what I love. Because you just know no one's going to be around. Walking around through at night time. In summer nights people might do that, but winter time not a lot of people do walk around woodland. Let's make a warm drink. Scott's recording now, he just said. There we go. I brought out all dry pre-cut wood. I'm not a massive lover of cutting the trees down. End of the day, if I go to my local hardware shop and buy this pre-cut wood, you know, it sort of helps him out, and you know, it's managed forests in it and stuff like that, and they're pre-plant. For every tree to cut down, they plant 2 or 3 of them. So I prefer to buy it like that, really, instead of me cutting, you know, trees down when they're still alive and there's nothing wrong with them. Right, so Mick and Scott have wandered off to do the pot noodles. I'm just going to make this drink, and I'm going to show you what I've got. To eat. There we go. Let's fill that water back up. We'll stick it back on, and then this time I will put the lid on. I didn't put the lid on last time. I don't know why. I just left the lid off. Stick it back on fire, because I'm going to make one of these. I've got 2 or 3 of these. Mashed potato with chicken flavouring, and then if I can find them, just sticking my hands in tent. I've got a pot noodle. Simple camping. It was a last minute thing, like I've already said. You know, I had about 40 minutes to get ready, so the idea of popping down to a supermarket to get something to eat and like meat. With it being day after Boxing Day, I think they're all shutting a little bit earlier anyway. So I didn't have time. So I basically was raiding my cupboard. And I had some of these from a few weeks ago when I went to B&M. So I've been waiting to try these, so we'll give that a try when water's boiled. Yes, I am sorry to all the people who like to see me cook a bit of beef or chops or anything like that. I think people will understand the last minute camp. Dash to cupboards, dash to my little YouTube studio, I call it, and grab one or two of these. But you know what? Like I said a minute ago, a nice, simple, easy camp. That's a nice cup of coffee on a cold night. I just couldn't resist it when Scott said he was coming out. It was like, let's go. Oh. It's the first time I've really ever tried these. There we go. Well, that handle's not as warm as I thought it was going to be. So I think if I'm right, it'll be about there. Oh, it's turned thick already, that, hasn't it? It don't look too bad actually. Still a bit of powder at the bottom, so we'll add a little bit more water to it. What do you think about me using this little fire stove? Think it's a good idea? At least it gives me a way of having a fire and using, like I said earlier, the pre-cut dry wood. Let's keep adding water. There we go. That's starting to look a little bit more like mash now. It actually tastes better than I thought it was going to do. I'll be honest with you, you can't taste the chicken. It's just the mashed potatoes you can taste. Yeah, not too bad. It's a first for the video. Now, I've never used these before when I camp. Right, so if you've watched EastEnders, you've heard it Mitchell brothers. Well, these two Pop Noodle brothers. Bushman Mick, and we all know Oscar Outdoors. If you've not yet checked his channel out, there will be a link in the description. Go check his channel. Yeah, help him, you know, grow his channel like you helped me. And Mick's still like sort of toying with idea for now, aren't you, mate? We'll get there though.
We'll get him on there.
We'll get him on.
Go over and support Mick.
Yeah, we'll all subscribe to, won't we, people? Yeah, I'm just going to get this fire going a little bit more, boil some more water, and I'll be having my... You thought I was going to give you it, Mick? You have me open, Mick.
Pot noodle trio.
And then, yeah, this is a curry flavour one. If I try something nice, try one of these mashed potatoes. Try it if you want.
No, I'm okay.
Mashed potatoes taste like chicken apparently. I couldn't taste the chicken. Could just taste the mash. Yeah, I've also got a new toy that I've been playing with. Yeah, my head's starting to get a little bit red now with cold. So yeah, my new toy, my night vision scope. If you've seen this torch here, if you're looking at it, if you go to Oscar Outdoors channel, He got this torch sent by a company and he reviewed it and he kindly given me it for Christmas. Let's turn that off, actually it's been on all that time. It does have an infrared torch itself built into it, but having this, it just gives you that extra power. But yeah, it's really good. Quite a few settings on top. I can record with it. So when summer nights come, and animals are more active through nights, I can set up a little camo den in wood somewhere where it's open. Sit with this on top of my a stand or something, and just scout through the woods at night, see what animals we pick up. I can record on it and I can take pictures. So yeah, if you are subscribed to my channel, that is what you will see. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and you'll see videos coming along with this. Videos coming along about this. Get that right. But yeah, it looks a mean bit of kit, doesn't it? Ooh. Get a little look around it. These two here just look at me going, what are you doing? Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. So my water's done. At least I can make my pot noodle now.
Felt left out, didn't you?
Yeah, I felt left out. I don't like to be last, I always like to be first. Tell you what, that fire's kicking out some heat now.
Needs to, it's freezing.
It's dropping, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leave that pot noodle to do. Then we'll just sit back and enjoy the bit of heat that we're getting from the fire.
Wonderful.
It's nice to see Scott and Mick almost cuddling on camp.
Gotta be done, mate, gotta be done.
Are you cold?
Yeah, need some body heat.
Cuddling up to Mick there.
Well, you kicked me out your tent, haven't you? I'm in his tent tonight, people. Don't let him fool you. He's not on his own.
No one's in my tent.
It's going to be a tight fit. I don't mean the tent.
Right, well, just while Mick's watching one of Scott's videos, what he's done, I'm just going to have myself a strong broad dark fruit cider. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. This may be the last camp now for 2020, but 2021, the three of us, we've got some good plans to go in places.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. It's a bit cold, but it'll do.
Oh.
Yeah, so happy new year everybody. I hope 2021's a better one than it has been in 2020. We can only go forward, can't we? We can't go any more backwards than we already have done. I'll see you in a bit. Do you know, even though it is a simple camp, a pot noodle, you know, can really cheer you up. Just one of them simple meals what you remember from a kid. You know, your mum and dad coming back from pub drunk out the Reds. Get a pot noodle. It's true, isn't it? How true is that? Here's £1, get to the shop. I'm not cooking you a Sunday dinner like your mates are having. Get yourself a pot noodle. It's true, you know. I'm joking right now. I'm not joking. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, people, Scott's been called by farmer to go meet him at the gate. Or fence, whichever way around you want to call it. There shouldn't be any problems because we phoned him. You know, at the time we're going to be here tonight. Well, we're giving 1 hour notice like you give me. So, I'm not looking forward to it. If we have to pack this tent away now and put this fire out, it's going to be a nightmare. Will you be alright packing up in dark?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm hoping so, like, yeah. We'll see how it goes first, see how it goes.
He hasn't said anything to us. He's been alright previously. Right. Well, you'll know in the next minute or so what's happening. So I'll bring you back then.
Is that what it met you at the gateway?
Right, people. It's not as bad as you thought. It actually seems better than we thought. Seems to be.
There you go, pal.
What flavour is it, do you know?
No idea.
Seems to be the farmers brought us some pizzas. Did you not get Mick one?
Some bits and bobs in there. Yeah.
Well, you only get two?
Yeah. You didn't know I'd be here, did you?
Did you just say me and Dan were coming?
Right? Yeah.
Earlier when you phoned him?
I didn't say up to him, to be honest. I just said we were going to be on site.
So there were us worrying about taking his, you know, tents down. Scott could have rang us and said, look, you know, he's brought us some pizzas. What did he buy us them for?
He just says for looking after land and stuff all year. Christmas and stuff.
So we got a pizza each. Well, not each, because Mick didn't get one, Paul. I will share though, we're generous like that. I don't like Coca-Cola, so what's in here? Let's put this pizza out, I don't want to drop it. We're out of firewood now. What are these things?
Some horses.
So we've got one box of them, 2 boxes. Do you reckon he got this last night and just rewarmed it for us?
I think it's fresh, isn't it? There's a label on it, isn't it?
Some chips. I were proper panicking about taking stuff down, you know.
I've just rung him. Well, I was wrong. I've had a little 2 minutes on my phone saying he's running it and asking me to meet him at gate, and I'm bricking it. He's never done that before.
No, some more chips. And some yoghurt sauces. So we're having a feast at the camp. You know what, them pot noodles didn't seem too bad. But this sounds better. Brilliant. Look at that, eh? We've run out of firewood as well.
So warm us up.
Nice one, thank you very much if you're watching. See you in a bit. Right people, well, we're in his tents now. It's -2, it's 10 o'clock. My feet are absolutely freezing. Mick's give us a pack of these each, hand warmers. And they come in separate bags like this. And you have to take them out of the bag and they react with the air, you know, around you. It's getting a little bit warmer. You know how long it takes. Up to 8 hours camping, hiking, travelling and more. Well, it takes up to 5 minutes from it to start getting warm. Yeah, this one's starting to get warm. That's Scott's red light behind me. Yeah, one I've had out for a few minutes is starting to get warm. So I've seen a lot of other YouTubers anyway, like, you know, using hot water bottles. So this isn't very girly to use one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one of these at the bottom of my sleeping bag. I might stick 2 at the bottom of my sleeping bag actually, just to warm my feet up. What do you think about that? What's he doing? I know he's listening to a Tottenham football game. I think he's watching highlights of it or something. Right, I'll get all tucked up in my sleeping bag and I'll bring you back. Right, good morning people. It's 7:45. I fell asleep basically as soon as I hit my sleeping bag last night. So I didn't say good night. Sorry about that. If I turn this light out, well, it looks pitch black, doesn't it? But it is getting light outside. It's a very dull morning. What do I think about this tent? Yeah, it's not too bad. I would have liked a little bit more wind last night. Just to give it a really good test. What I'll do, I'll get up and I'll bring you back. Right, so I finally crawled out of my tent. It is a very foggy morning. Don't look as bad on camera. Let's go to the top field up there. There you go, now you can see it. It was a cold night last night. It is a nice little woodland. It's not too bad, you know, it's for quick overnighters. Right, so you got my tent there, you got Mick's tent there, then you got Mick's in area over there with Scott, making the morning coffee. I'm going to get myself packed up and get ready to go home, so I've got some decorating to do. So if you like this video, you can press this here, and you better subscribe to my channel. And if you press these here, there'll be a video of that tent review and what I've been using, and I'll put another camp video underneath it. So yeah, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later on.